Hello and welcome to part 2 of my interactive lightning text tutorial. We've made this file already in Photoshop. Let's make sure it's still open. Yep, it's still open. Great. So I want to open it up now in After Effects. So I just right-clicked on it and it's loading it in After Effects. After Effects is now finished loading. There's three options when you import something that's in layers, like a PSD file. Usually I like to have composition, retain layer sizes. However, it chops the size of the text field, and for this one I need it to be the whole screen. So I'm going to do it as a composition. Click OK, and it will come up. I can close that. Go to Projects and just double click into here and we are in. I can go and press highlight and then press enter to rename this to lightning effect 1, and I can duplicate it later. Okay, I have this also selected because that's what I'm going to be using. I want to find the effect. I don't want to go looking through this monstrosity because it's going to take it takes a long time to go through all those things. It's easier just to, even though it is somewhere like I think it's generate and advanced lightning, but as you add more effects to your library, it becomes unmanageable, and it's easier just to type in lightning, and that's the one I want right there, and I just double click on it and it's ready to go. You'll notice that the text that was up beforehand has disappeared. That's because it usually it's more convenient to have them disappear and not composite with the lightning effect. I'll change this now to screen so that we are adding brightness to it, and now I can just start tinkering with things like direction, which was this element right here. Can put it anywhere in the composition or actually outside of the composition. The direction where I want it to go, so I can go move it somewhere like this. You can just drag and move them over here. That's fine. I'm going to open up these things too because I'm going to be changing that. I also want to change this part here that says alpha obstacle and turn it up to its maximum, I think, of 10. Now we can play through this and just go through the conductive state, and it will just scrub through and show it interacting with our alpha. Now if I change the alpha obstacle back to 0, you will notice that it's going through here and really doesn't care about anything in here. But when you have the alpha obstacle, it starts interacting with it in interesting ways, and that's what we want. Now the color, we want it to be more of the fan guide's gaming colors, so that's orange and yellow. So I'm going to change the core color to a different hue, to an orange color, and I'm going to have it be this color, I think. Right now we're not going to see too much of a difference because the outer glow color is this blue. I don't want it to be this blue. I want it to be something similar to this color here, but it's now too dark, and or it's too bright. So I can bring down the color down by reducing its value, and that tones it down a bit so that we get a more realistic lightning effect here. We can then add, we could actually add another one of these, so we add a new effect here. This is in addition to the previous one, so we can maybe have it come over here like this. Maybe that, and then we can have different color. This time I want it to be more yellowy, so I will change the hue up and click OK. Change the glow setting back up here and change this to the black down to keep it from overexposing. You can even choose a different type here, like directional, strike, two-way strike, and scrub through the conductivity. Now it's really burning out here, and that's not a good thing. And that was easier in this instance to control using just reducing the black value down. And so this gives us something that will be able to be played in a video or whatever. And that's just how you can produce this in After Effects. When you want to save this out, you just want to really, like if this wasn't the final composition, you want to just save out these separate layers as renders. So you can just go over here to Composition, Save Frame As, Photoshop Layers. And that's, oops. I'm going to change this to Effect VFX and press enter, and I think it's done. I go over here and it is done actually. With these new guides here that are for this is title safety or action safety, I'm sorry. Action safety is the outer one, title safety is the inner one. It just is something to look at. And that's it for this little tutorial in After Effects.